Welcome to the deep dive. So today we're doing something a little different. Instead of just one story, we're going to look back at the whole year, but through a really specific, fascinating lens. It's from the Gift of Wisdom, a source we've been looking at.
Right. And the gift of wisdom, it gives us this kind of framework, doesn't it? 12 key ideas, these strands of wisdom, one for each month.
Yeah.
And the idea is they guide you towards, well, what the source calls a soul-based life.
It's like an inner map for the year.
Exactly.
And the bit that really, stuck with me is this core idea that the source suggests our soul, that deeper self, maybe God for some people.
Right.
It actually communicates with us directly through these daily affirmations tied to each month's theme.
Yeah, it's a fundamental shift in perspective.
Totally. It's moving from just like knowing you have a soul
to knowing you are a soul.
Precisely. That's the key.
We're using these 12 wisdom strands to maybe help you reflect on your own internal shifts over the past year.
Yeah, the understandings you might have gained, even if you weren't consciously tracking them,
Right. It's about looking for those deeper currents under the surface of everything.
And the Gift of Wisdom has daily affirmations, loads of them, but we're going to focus more on the big picture, the main themes and insights for each month.
Think of it as a kind of guided reflection on the inner journey of the year.
Exactly. Connecting your own experiences to these, pretty deep ideas. Okay, ready to dive in.
Let's do it, starting with January.
January. Patience.
Patience. And what's really interesting here is how the source immediately contrasts it with the ego.
Yes. The ego wanting everything yesterday.
Exactly. Instant gratification. But the soul's perspective is about this patient, organic unfolding.
So it's not just about waiting around.
No, not passively waiting. It's more about fully accepting the present moment, even finding enjoyment in anticipation without that frantic need to rush the future.
That makes so much sense. It really makes you think about those moments this year when you felt that impatience bubbling up.
Right.
Versus maybe times you managed to just be. The source has affirmations like, I am is pure patience.
And that's a really profound one.
Yeah.
Your soul has been patient while you thought you were someone you're not.
Wow. That hits deep, the idea that we're misidentifying ourselves.
Exactly. If we truly are soul, then patience isn't something foreign we have to learn. It's like our default state. It's the ego, with all its fears and demands, that creates the impatience.
So thinking back to January, for you listening, were there times you recognized that push for now, and maybe other times you felt an unexpected calm and acceptance? Just reflecting on that.
Okay, moving into February. The theme shifts to consideration for the body.
Right, and this reframes the body, doesn't it? Not just us.
Yeah, it's not just the ego's vehicle or something to be judged. It's presented as a temple, a sacred space through which the soul or God can actually express itself.
So it's about more than just physical health or appearance.
Much more. The wisdom here suggests the body is actually key to the soul's growth. It's the means for expressing love out in the world and potentially, overcoming fear, which the source paints as a more primitive way of operating.
The affirmations really drive that home. Things like, I am seeks to express itself through the body.
And this one's crucial. Listening to your body means listening to I am.
That's huge. It suggests our physical feelings, our needs. They're not just biological noise. They could be messages from our deeper self.
Exactly. Direct communication.
So instead of seeing the body as separate or maybe even annoying sometimes, it becomes this really integral part of our whole spiritual path. So thinking back to February for yourself, how tuned in were you? Did you consider your body's signals might have a deeper wisdom?
Moving on to March, we get gratitude.
Gratitude. Always a good one.
And the source presents it as the soul's natural state. Constant thankfulness, especially for chances to grow, chances to serve, even when those chances look like big challenges.
Right. That perspective, again, that difficulties can actually be our greatest teachers.
The source says all genuine thankfulness comes from that soul level, appreciating kindness, appreciating the journey.
Some affirmations for March. The hard times may have been your greatest teacher. That's powerful.
And complete gratitude arrives when you eventually realize that we are one and the same.
Ooh, connecting gratitude to unity.
Exactly. There's another one. I'm grateful for you until you realize that we are one. It suggests gratitude isn't just politeness. It's a fundamental recognition of our interconnectedness.
So, as you think about March this past year, what moments of real gratitude stand out for you? Did you feel that sense of connection in those moments?
Okay, April. The focus is awareness.
Awareness. How does the source define that?
It's described almost like a sixth sense.
Intuition. gut feeling.
Kind of, yeah. It's presented as guidance from the mature soul, from
Hmm.
God, helping us navigate life, helping us distinguish between choices based on love and reactions driven by fear.
So it's protective.
Yes, exactly. It protects the container that's the body, shields it from negativity so the soul has space to grow, to develop.
And the affirmations reflect that guidance. I point you in the correct direction through awareness.
And that really profound one, God looks out of your eyes.
Wow.
Yeah. The source basically equates awareness with true vision, seeing things as they really are. It suggests those strong gut feelings, those intuitive hits. They aren't just random noise.
They could be the soul trying to guide us.
Very possibly. Offering insights that go beyond just logic.
So, reflecting on April, can you remember times this year you had a really strong feeling about something, a clear intuition? Looking back, could that have been your soul's awareness trying to tell you something?
Then we come to May, serenity.
Serenity, inner peace.
Yes, it's presented as one of the 12 wisdom strands, a fundamental gift that comes with, letting the soul have more influence.
That feeling of calm, even when things are chaotic.
Exactly. That deep knowing that somehow all is well, despite how things might look on the surface. Key affirmations here include, peace is always an option.
And serenity is sometimes a leap of faith. I like that. It's not always easy.
No, it isn't. The source stresses that serenity isn't some permanent state you just achieve. It's more like a tool, something you can access.
To help process the hard stuff.
Right, and to connect with that inner power, the soul's power. It's about quieting the mind's chatter enough to hear that deeper voice.
So, thinking back to May, or really any time this past year, were there moments of real turmoil? And in those moments, were you able to find even a little bit of that inner serenity, that calm center?
June builds right on that, the wisdom of peace.
Okay, so how is peace different from serenity?
Serenity is the inner state, the calm within. Peace, according to the source, is more the outward expression of that serenity, especially when our actions start being guided more by the soul than the ego.
Oh, okay. So inner calm leading to outer peacefulness.
Precisely. The source contrasts this soul-driven peace with the conflict that tends to bubble up from the ego's fears and desires.
Makes sense. Affirmations like, there is nothing here worth fighting over.
And peace is my gift to you.
What's really insightful there is the idea that the soul naturally leans towards peace, even when things are tough.
So choosing peace, even when your ego is screaming for a fight, that becomes a really clear sign you're aligning with that deeper wisdom.
So looking at June, can you think of situations this year where you consciously chose peace, even if it felt hard? What was behind that choice for you?
July brings us enjoyment.
Enjoyment. I like the sound of that.
Me too. And the source suggests life is actually meant to be enjoyed, that the soul actively encourages us to appreciate the ride, to savor things along the way.
But it also points out that the ego can make things unnecessarily hard.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Creates obstacles, drama,
Oh,
makes the journey feel like a slog sometimes.
right. Affirmations for July include, the enjoyment of life costs nothing.
That's interesting.
And joy comes from knowing what is real.
So what's the key difference here? Ego joy versus soul joy.
Well, the ego's enjoyment is often tied up with external stuff, right? Achievements, possessions, validation.
Yeah.
Whereas the soul's joy is presented as more intrinsic. It's a state of being, a recognition of the beauty and wonder that's already here, regardless of external circumstances.
So looking back at July or the whole year,
Yeah.
what were those moments of pure, genuine enjoyment for you? Were they tied to getting something you wanted, or did they just arise from within?
August focuses on solitude.
Solitude. That can sound a bit lonely.
Well, the source reframes it completely. The
Okay.
idea is because you are soul, intrinsically part of the divine, you're already whole. You don't actually need anyone or anything outside yourself to feel complete.
So solitude isn't deprivation. It's a gift that frees you from depending on conditional relationships for your sense of worth. It really emphasizes the value of cultivating that relationship with your own soul.
Affirmations like, in solitude, you need nothing.
And the relationship you have with me, meaning the soul, is the most valuable one you can have. This wisdom strand encourages finding comfort, even joy, just being with yourself, recognizing that inherent completeness inside. Any genuine connection with others then flows from that fullness, not from neediness.
So reflecting on August, what was your experience with solitude this past year? Did you find those moments of quiet connection within yourself? Did it feel like completeness?
September introduces togetherness.
Okay, so the opposite of solitude.
Not quite opposite, more like a complementary concept. Togetherness here is defined as the antidote to separation. It starts with unifying your own body and soul.
Right, getting integrated within yourself first.
Yes. And then it extends outward towards a sense of unity with everyone, with everything.
Moving beyond the ego's habit of creating us and them.
Exactly. Affirmations include togetherness, includes separateness, acknowledging individuality, but also separation builds walls and togetherness disintegrates them.
So it's about seeing the shared humanity, the shared soul, even when there are differences.
Fostering cooperation,
Yeah.
honesty, seeing the good, the potential in everyone, moving past judgment and condemnation.
Thinking about September then, how did you approach your relationships, your community this year? Did you feel yourself leaning more towards separation or towards that feeling of togetherness, of unity?
October brings us to wholeness.
Wholeness, how does that build on the others?
It's described as the integration of everything. Our divine nature, our human experience, thoughts, emotions, mortality, all brought together, but with the soul, with love as the guiding force.
Like returning to an original state, healing that sense of being broken?
Yes, exactly. The ultimate goal is love conquering fear within us. Affirmations for October really speak to this. I am not now, nor have I ever been broken.
But also acknowledging the human self is a wounded self.
Right. It holds both. It acknowledges the journey of healing and integration needed in the human experience, while reminding us of the inherent completeness at the soul level. It's about letting love unify all the different parts of ourselves.
So, reflecting on October, or the whole year, what was your sense of things? Did you feel more whole, more integrated, or were there times you felt more fragmented? Was there any movement towards bringing those parts together?
November focuses on kindness.
Kindness seems straightforward, but how does the source frame it?
It defines God, love, the soul, as inherently kind, always. Even when delivering maybe tough love or necessary lessons, the underlying intention is always growth, always compassion.
And it contrasts that with the ego's kindness.
Yeah, the ego's kindness can be conditional, right? Transactional sometimes, whereas the soul's kindness is presented as unconditional, unwavering.
Affirmations like, I am always kind because I love you.
And the very direct, there is never justification for being unkind.
That's a strong statement.
It is. It emphasizes kindness, not just as a nice behavior, but as a fundamental expression of love itself. Unkindness, it suggests, usually comes from fear or misunderstanding.
So thinking about November, what acts of kindness stand out from your year? Things you offered, things you received. How did those moments feel? How did they impact you or others?
And finally, December, which brings us to wisdom itself.
The culmination.
Exactly. It's presented in two ways. First, as a specific strand like right action, doing the right thing, but also as the totality, the embodiment of the soul, the sum of all the previous 11 strands we've talked about.
So wisdom understands fear, but doesn't get caught up in it.
Right. It sees problems primarily as separation from the soul, from love, and it consistently chooses love. Wise ones, the source suggests, model this merging of ego and soul guided by love.
And the source actually poses some direct questions for reflection here, doesn't it? Looking back over time.
It does. Questions like, now that 2 years have passed referencing the source's timeline, how have you changed? Do you see the value in listening to me, the soul? Have there been harmful attitudes you've let go of?
Powerful prompts. And affirmations like wisdom and love are the same.
And ultimately, you are creator now, suggesting that living from this place of wisdom empowers us.
So wisdom here isn't just about knowing stuff.
Not at all. It's about living in alignment with these soul principles, making choices rooted in love, in a deep understanding of who you really are. It's embodying the journey of the whole year.
So as you consider December and really look back at the entire year through this specific wisdom lens, how has your own understanding evolved? What choices stand out now as maybe being more or less aligned with this emerging wisdom?
Wow. Going through it month by month like this.
Yeah.
It really does offer a unique way to look back, doesn't it?
It really does. It's not about the external events so much, but that internal development seen through these 12 facets of wisdom, a different kind of annual review for sure.
And it all comes back to that central theme in the gift of wisdom, right? That ongoing dialogue happening within you.
Yeah.
Between your soul and your conscious mind.
Always nudging you towards more unity, more authenticity.
Exactly.
So as we finish up, maybe something for you to ponder. As you reflect on this journey through the year's wisdom strands, which one or maybe which few really resonated most strongly with your own experiences this past year? Patience, gratitude, togetherness, wholeness, and
Mm.
maybe more importantly, looking ahead, which of these strands might deserve a bit more of your conscious attention, more cultivation in the coming year? As you continue exploring your authentic self and deepening that connection with your soul, moving beyond just knowing about these qualities towards really embodying them.
Definitely something to reflect on. Thanks for diving deep with us today.